Carpenter guitar tutorial. So, we're going to use three main chords for this first section. The first one is B flat, going to C, going to A flat. However, just to say first of all, this is not full chords, this is just the bottom two strings. In fact, the fun thing is, the whole thing, this is the end of the verse, is played on the bottom two strings. It begins on, I've written it out here, I'll show you in a second. It begins on B flat. Now, the way I'm going to call these out is, first of all, we're going to say the bottom E string, fret 6, and from now on, I'm just going to say E6. So it's fret 6 on the bottom E string, and then A, which is the next string, A8. So it's the 8th fret on the A string, okay? So it's fret 6 on the E string, and fret 8 on the A string, and you play them together. And that's basically half a power chord, but it's a B flat. This is the B flat at the bottom here. So that's the first chord you're going to play. Then all the chords are going to be the same shape. You basically play finger 1 on any fret, and then finger 3, 2 frets up on the string above. Okay, so you're going to move that up, move that around like that. 3 chords. So B flat, which is fret, which is E6 and A8, going to C, which is then E8 to, here I've written it out here actually, let's have a look. So the first chord is E6 and A8, that's B flat. The second chord is E8 and A10, and then the third chord is E4 and A6. But from now on, I'm just going to say the bottom E string. The A string is always 2 up, okay? Just 2 up using finger 3. So this would be fret 6 to 8 to 4. 6, 8, 4, okay? And this is called a B flat to C to A flat. Now, I've written out here the rhythm. We're going to start with the B flat chord. Most of this is going to be played with muting. So you take the palm of your hand, if I just play the chord like that, you put the palm of the hand on the back of the bridge and then cover it. So you get that nice muted sound. Alright? So the first chord is the B flat. You open it a little bit, so you mute it, but take your hand away so you get a nice sound like that. Like that, okay? Now, I've written this out. This is the main riff, so this is worth working hard on, okay? I've written this out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top. That's the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go, I wonder if I can hold that there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now on the 3, you'll see I put 2 X's, and that basically means you mute the strings. You can actually mute the strings anyway, just cover them over and do that, okay? And you get that muted sound, all right? But, so we're going to go, you've got that first, 1, 2, 3, and on the 3, see how I'm counting, 1, 2, 3, you go, you mute, so it goes 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3, okay? And I'm just hitting the strings. All I'm doing is loosening my fingers off and covering the strings. If you don't cover them, you'll get a nasty sound like that. So make sure you're covering the strings, okay? So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, all right? Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to go from B flat to C. I've written the fret numbers there. That's 6 and 8 to 8 and 10, okay? The bottom one here, I know it's a bit confusing. This is how tab works. This bottom one here is the lower E string, and then second string, the top string there is the A string, the second string, okay? So it's the next bit, I'll put it in brackets because you're muting. So remember I said you cover the strings a bit, you get this nice muted sound, as opposed to that. Alright? So you're going to go B flat C. Alright? So this is fret 6 to fret 8 on the bottom string. This is B flat and C. Alright? Let's see. You probably can't see that there. But you're muting them. Simple as that. This is on these 2 beats here. B flat C. Okay? B flat C. Like that, muted. Okay, so all together, you're going to go from beat 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Does that make sense? So it's 1, 2, mute, 4, 1. The 4, 1 is the B flat C. Okay, 1, 2, mute, 4, 1. Whoops. 1, 2, mute, 4, 1. Okay, and then you play the same chord, but you take the mute off a bit to get a nice thick sound. So going from here, I'm going to go B flat, C, and then open it a bit. Like that, do you see? Mute, mute, open. And what I'm doing for the open is I'm playing it muted, but taking my hand off straight away and dropping my plectrum. So it's like that. Mute, mute, and then I'm taking my hand away as I play. I'm actually muting it, just taking my hand straight off. If you don't take your hand off, it'll sound like that. But if I go watch, take my hand away, it just mutes it a bit. So it's like that, okay? So that is the second bit, the boom, boom, bam. And as you can see, there's only one more chord. This is where you drop down to the 4 and 6, fret 4 and 6. That's E4, A6. Like that. Muted a little bit again, but not too much, okay? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, mute. Like that. Alright? I think this diagram really helps, so I'm going to put this here. So it goes, once again, starting, hopefully you can just about see the first one. There's the B flat, mute, B flat, C, open, and then A flat at the end there. And with the counting, it goes 1, 2, mute, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to say the mute, I'm just going to count. Follow it as you go. That first one, if you can't see it, is the opening chord. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Just go as slow as you need to. I'll go even slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to play a bit better this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Hopefully that makes sense. And then you just gradually speed it up. Don't try and play it fast. Just play it slow, and don't worry if it's painfully slow and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would break it into pieces. Just do the first bit first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just do that first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Over and over and over and over. And then you could try going from here. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. And then you could just try 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep working on each bit and then put it together. Don't worry about how painfully slow it is. If you do it over and over and over each day, it will gradually get faster and then gradually get up to speed. Of course, all of us had to do this. I started playing when I was age 13 and I sat there for hours a day just trying to get all these things right, and it just takes a long time in the early stages. But if you keep repeating it, then hopefully you'll sound really good eventually, alright? Now, the next little riff then goes, you're going to go finger 3, right, so you're here, you're going to take your finger 3, which is currently on fret A6. You're going to just literally bring it over to A8, okay? You're going to pluck A8. Now, they play it slightly muted, but there's two guitars, one in each, one pan to the left ear, one pan to the right ear, and together they sound quite nice. So you can open the mute a bit if you want, because otherwise they're playing it like this with two guitars, but on its own you probably want to open it a bit like that. Now you're going to take fret 8 A, okay, and then you're gonna pluck it and slide to fret 10 like that. You're gonna do it twice, 8 to 10 sliding. Okay, all right. Then you're gonna come back to 8 and then to 6, 8, 6. So it's slide, slide, 8, 6 like that. Slide. You're sliding from 8 to 10 twice. Slide, slide, 8, 6. All right. So it's. I don't play guitar very much anymore, and my fingers are, I've been practicing this and my fingers are stinging, so I'm struggling a little bit here. Never would have happened when I was a teenager. I was playing all day and night, and my fingers were rock solid. I'd tap them and I'd hear a tap, tap, tap. Not anymore. So it's got to be, there we go. So, alright, that's the first one. Then you do similar again, but this time in going, instead of going, you're going to go. Now what we're going to do then is go like that. You're putting finger 1 on the E string on fret 6, muted, and then sliding up to fret 11, like that. Alright? And this is the same rhythm, it's here. This is these two notes, boom, boom. Alright? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you just make another power chord here, which is E11 and A13. Same shape as all the others, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And back to there for the 4. So it's exactly the same rhythm, but this time obviously you're going, instead of going up to fret 10, you're going all the way up to fret 11. Is that right? No, I've got that wrong, haven't I? Wait there. Sorry, instead of going up to fret 8, you're going up to fret 11, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, and this is the muted string 6 to 11, and then you play the chord there, and then back down to the same here, fret 4, okay? So it's and exactly the same rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? And then the little riff then goes. Oh yeah, then it goes out. I forgot the riff. So it's, then it goes. Right, so you're going to go bottom string. So you're keeping the chord there. Then you're going to go bottom string and then both. Okay, so it's the E string and then both. That's the opening of this riff. I'll play it to you guys. Like that. So you're going to go bottom E, then both. Okay, then you're going to go, and then you take the third finger, so it goes, basically you're going then to fret, third finger goes on fret, what is that? Sorry, that's 6 to 8, yeah. To fret 8, sliding up to fret 10 again, and then back to 8. So it's these two, okay, then you're going to go, just jump, shoot up with no gap to fret 6, isn't it? So I'm just talking on the A string now, although you add that bottom one, but then you're just going to go A string fret 8, sliding to fret 10, okay? I'm going to forget the E string for a second because it's confusing mess. So it goes, so you're going to go 8 to 10. No, that's hard to explain. So it's you've got this one twice, then you're going to go fret 8 and then slide to fret 10 and then back to 8. So it's then fret 8, then slide to fret 10, and then come back to fret 8. All with finger 3, okay? So you're doing this twice, so you're going to go E string, muted, E string, then both strings. Then you're going up to fret 8, then sliding up to fret 10, and then back to 8. So it goes. I'll just do it a few times slowly. So it's. And this second bit, you're just going 8, sliding to 10, and then jumping back to 8. So it's like that. So it's alright, so you're doing these two first, E, and then E and A together, the strings, and then, okay? Alright, okay, then you go back round as from the beginning, back to the beginning, so it's back to this bit, and then now this is where it changes. At the very end, you're going to go. You take finger 3, put it on the bottom E string on fret 6, and slide up to fret 8. Okay. Whoops. So you're going to go 6, sliding up to 8, then fret 10 on the A string. Okay, so it's 6 sliding to 8 on the E string, fret 6 on the A string, then you're going to go back to fret 8 on the E string and slide down. So you pluck it just once and slide back to fret 6, do you see? And then you end on fret 4. So that ends with 8 sliding back to 6 and then fret 4. So it goes sliding upwards first, 6 to 8, A string 4, and then sliding from 8 back to 6, and then down to 4. So it's slide, so it's 6 to 8, A6, and then 8 back to 6 on the E string, and then 4. Okay? So it's E, 6 to 8, sliding, A4, and then going backwards, E, 8 to 6, and then 4. So it's, alright? Alright, and then back to, yeah, so it's in, they're back to, and now it's getting to the end. We're going to go, oh gosh, I've forgotten it now. That's it. So you're going to go, so basically we've done all of the verse. This is the last time round. It's kind of a pre-chorusy bit now. So we're going to go back to the beginning, back to our, but we end with this note here, okay? So we're going to go same as the beginning, and now we go finger 3 back a fret to fret 5. That's how we're going to end that riff this time. So we're going to go like that, alright? So same as the beginning, then bring finger 3 on the A string back to fret 5, okay? So it goes, okay, very simple now. We're going to go 2 mutes. So good. And that's the end, alright? So you just got to here, you pause and you go, and that's the end of the verse, alright? So this is basically mute, mute, and then I'm going from G, A flat. So this is G, which is E3 and A5. Muting just once to A flat, which is 4 and 6. E4, A6. Just you're literally just going from putting finger 1. This is from fret 3 to fret 4, but with the power chord, obviously. So it's 3 and 5 to 4 and 6. Okay, muted, and that's the end of that verse. All right. I guess I could have written more out and broken things down more. Maybe you might get a bit confused about the ordering of things. Basically, to just run over the ordering, it goes, that's your first riff, and then I've forgotten the next bit, yeah. So you do that, you do all of that again, but instead of ending it with that, you end the second time, you end with the, so it's quite simple. It's the 2 riffs, and the 2 riffs again, but ending with that, and instead of the other riff the second time. Then you go,